Sure, it's okay now. Ugh. That's a lot of bonus damage. Man, what's with all the temp chains? Go away, temp chains. Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, what's up, Blaze? How you doing, bro? Overleech? Oh, yeah. This new chest piece is amazing. I'm going to play for this one more day on my Warbringer, and I'm going to bring this Overleech style to my Titan, but this chest, or Overflow Leech, whatever you want to call it, this chest is absolutely cracked. If I would have known about this chest from the start of 0.2, I would have been using it on all of my builds, and I imagine whatever league start I do in 0.3, I'm going to be gunning for this chest for, like, going in the endgame. How expensive is it? It's cheap as fuck right now. Grim Feast for health. Yes, sir. Thought only Blood Mage? Not with this chest. Not with this chest. And because I'm doing it on a Warbringer, like, my life is lower than I would want it to be. So you can see right here, 5,400 life.
Heal yourself.
Yeah, no, this I love this armor too. No, it's like it's OP as fuck and it's cool looking. So it's like it's got everything you want. And I'm forcing this on a Warbringer that has 88% block chance. So I'm just like ultra tanky right now. It's pretty fun. With turtle charm, so you know. Turtle charm things. So extra tanky. Which makes it kind of fun on Warbringer, but I think I just want to swap back this style back over to my Titan. So I don't even know if I'm going to do like a build guide for the Warbringer version. I might. Just so I can be like, hey, you can play this on Warbringer, Smith, and Titan. And I have like an official build guide for all three, but I want to go back to playing this Overleech style on my Titan and then go revisit this Overleech stuff on all of my Thorns builds, because it's pretty awesome. Yeah, who needs Chaos Res when, you know, you got 5k life? Also, if they ever release that patch that nerfs the Chaos Seeds, we don't have to worry about Chaos Res anymore. This is the only Chaos Res thing that kills me. What am I stuck on? I can't see, there's too much stuff on screen. Yeah, no, I've been saving, so I haven't been doing much mapping. I've mainly been leveling characters the last week and, like, just testing stuff, because, like, I'm waiting for this patch, you know? I've got, like, 30 divines I've saved up right now because I'm waiting for this patch with all the new uniques and stuff coming. Like, I don't know, like, where's the patch? Where's the patch? Just give me the patch. I'm waiting for it, man. I'm waiting for it. Countdown on PoEDB? What does countdown mean? Like they have like they're predicting the countdown? Hey, what's up, Evil Stir? I'm glad you're liking the Wind Dancer Smith. Smith the Katana, after my Wind Dancer version of it, like became like top 3 ascendancies for me. I think that Ascendancy is so fun. And yeah, my Wind Dancer version of it was really fun too. What is the name of that body armor? It's called Couture of Crimson, Gilded Vestments. Like I'm telling you, if I would have known about this chest piece from the start of this patch, I would have built it into every single one of my Thorns builds. I would have built it into so many builds, and I'm telling you, if Druid is out and I'm league starting a Thorns Druid, I will be putting this chest on as soon as possible if it's not like an insane price. Like, this is just such a good chest. Insanely slept on right now. Oh, so they are thinking there's a patch. I have a WoW raid later tonight, but if the patch does come out tonight, I might stream after my raid, or I'll definitely be streaming in the morning. But unfortunately, I have a WoW raid in 6 hours, so that's about when the patch is scheduled to come out from the sounds of things.
Indeed.
This chest is so fun. I would imagine doing it on a Blood Mage is cracked. That sounds cool, Toad. But yeah, this chest is awesome, because yeah, it looks sick, especially with Fallen, since I'm using Fallen for the lucky block, 88% block chance right now. Like, I look fly. Like, of all of my characters, this is like the most colorful and cool looking so far. And this isn't using like any skins, right? This is just the actual skins of the gear. So I tried Herald of Ice with Warbringer specifically because you can do the cheese. Like right now I've got the Envenom, Corrosion, Armor Explosion, Tech, and Wind Dancer. You can do that with Herald of Ice, with Warbringer's Anvil's Weights. And I was trying it for a while, but the problem I ran into is because I'm running Wind Dancer specifically, I'm having to stat stack it with a two-hander, right? I'm having to stat stack in such an intense way that getting the int required for Wind Dancer just wasn't feasible anymore. I can barely use this two-hander right now. I'm at 561 of 560. And then I can barely use Wind Dancer, and I'm not even using a level 20 skill gem yet. I'm going to have to, like, get more dexterity for when I upgrade this gem to level 20. And then I'm down to 63 int, just barely to use Flame Ability and Solar Orb. So, on the Warbringer specifically, like, I was originally leveling as the Herald of Ice technique, which was super fun. It essentially is like the Chain Explosions, but with Herald of Ice instead of the poison stuff, because the Armor Explosion will prolificate with Herald of Ice in that way, right? And that was fun while leveling and stuff, but it's just, with the Wind Dancer version I am forcing, it's just too intense on stat stacking, so I had to give up Herald of Ice. Which is another reason why I just want to go back to the Titan. Now that I have this chest piece plus the Herald of Ice version didn't work. But now I have all three warrior classes in endgame now. So... I mean, the ice version is cool. Like, I saw someone doing it with, like, Leap Slam and stuff. Like, if you have the gear... Ooh, Citadel. 2 Citadels. Yay! Yay for Citadels. But yeah, like the Herald of Ice tech is really cool for it. I just, yeah, with the Wind Dancer specifically, since you need so much dexterity, if you are doing the two-handed mace version, for as much physical damage as possible for Wind Dancer, you're just stack too crazy. Like, it's too hard to stack. So, not with the gear I had, at least. And I didn't want to spend more on it. Crypt. Hype for the patch, though. Super hype for the patch. I mean, we might as well do that, so... Did not have enough mods. There it goes. Hey, you made the Titan Wind Dancer? Hell yeah, man. I'm about to go back to the Titan. Titan's good. I mean, the problem with, like, I tried a spear and a one-handed mace version. The problem is, like, Wind Dancer scales off of weapon damage, so... If you're giving up the gem skill levels by not using dual-wield two-handers, you need at least one big two-hander for a high weapon DPS. Like, I'm sure spears and one-handed maces could work on a budget, but, yeah. One fun thing about the Warbringer is you get the War Cries Explode life. At one point, I was trying doing the War Cry spam build, but it wasn't good enough. But it helps a lot with the clear. I gotta remember to use Plague Nova more. Plague Nova's pretty good. But yeah, as you can see here, like, when Warbringer, I'm at, again, whoops, 88% block chance with Turtle Charm, so I can block ground effects. And I have the Overleech, right? So I have Overleech from Kucher of Crimson, so I'm sitting at 5,400 life at all times. So I'm literally just walking through the chat, walking through the game, brain off, just looking at chat, and yeah, it's one of the most unkillable builds I've played yet. I think the only time I die is in Delirium 4 right now, and it's just the one-shots. And that's because my damage is a bit lacking right now on Warbringer compared to my Titan and Smith. Yeah, I saw the Dead Rabbit version. I'm not a fan of Plague Nova. It's cool, but it doesn't have good single target, so I prefer Sunder right now. I'm gonna try. I tried Shield Charge for a long time on the Warbringer, but I never liked it. It required too many swaps. I hate passive set swaps. I hate gear swaps. Sunder, you don't need any swaps for, so I'm probably gonna go back to the Titan after I'm done with this character, and then make him Sunder. And then rebuild him with Kucher. How did you enjoy the Smith, bro? The Smith's great. Smith's like one of my favorite ascendancies now. Smith's OP. Like, Smith's very good. The only downside with Smith is you're, like, not forced to, but, like, it's hard to want to use this chess piece on Smith. But the Smith almost kind of doesn't need it, so... I like all three warrior classes, though. Are you going to share this build? I can if people want me to. I don't think it's... Like, in ways, it's as good. It's as good as the Smith and the Titan. It's just I don't prefer it of the three. So, like, that's why I'm hesitant on making, like, a build video for it. If, like, there's, like, enough people that want to see a build video for it, since it's, like, kind of cool with the 5400 life and the 88% block chance, I can, but, yeah. Because I'm pretty hard to kill on this character. It's really just standing in ground poisons. It's just a single target isn't as good as both the Smith and the Titan.
Damn it all! It got away. I'm not ready.
Of the three warrior classes, the Warbringer is the hardest to stat stack on. But maybe I'm just forcing stat stacking for the sake of forcing stat stacking. Maybe I just need to find a high physical DPS one-hander with 5+ melee skills to it and ditch Giant's Blood. Redistribute my stats a bit. I'm not sure. It's fun, though. You are just a beef boy. Yeah, I love shield charge, too. I had, like, 3 shield charge builds in 0.1. It's just specifically in this build, shield charge was, like, the way I had to make it work was using that, like, guaranteed crit endurance charge armor break thing. And that was not, like, smooth in this build specifically. If I was just doing a shield charge build, I would have had way more fun with it. But I'm doing a Wind Dancer build. And I had to find an easy to access single target solution, and shield charge was not, like, the most ideal. Because I'm using Svalin as my main shield, right? So if I'm using shield charge as my main DPS, I always have to swap the weapon set too for shield charge. And that alone is enough to make me not want to do a build. Because, like, it's not that I can't do that. It's just, like, sometimes I'm not thinking about... I'm lazy, or, like, I don't think about doing it. So I'll go into the fight, and I'll be halfway through the fight, and I'll be like, oh, shit, duh, I haven't swapped to my weapon set, too. That's why my damage is so low. Like, that happens to me too much that I just... Yeah. I'm a bum. Alright. We can do one of these cleansed areas. I'll have a bunch of mobs to kill. That Savannah's just barely not cleansed. So is that Slick. Maybe we do the Deserted. Cleanse maps are fun because they just have lots of mobs. I think we're just going to do that Cleanse Deserted. Yeah, it's the 40% endurance charge that was the rough part for me. It just kept missing. So I was like, it's too much to deal with when I'm already annoyed with the weapon set swapping and stuff. So that's why I swapped this character back to Sunder. But if I was playing a different style of shield charge, I could have probably been much more happier. It was just forcing it with this style wasn't great. Oh my god. Yeah, this is what I love about the cleanse maps. The density you get inside of them is just so thick. And look at this. I'm just this unkillable wall. I love this build. Look how tanky I am. I'm just like walking through this place, man. All 3 warrior ascendancies are great. The people who say warrior is bad, they are bad. I'm not letting anyone shit talk my warrior anymore. Warrior boys, stand strong. It is arguably the best ascendancy in the game. All three of them are fantastic. Warbringer, Titan, and Smith of Katava. Well, see, the thing, okay, so the reason why I like Warrior, right, is when you play off-meta builds tend to not one-shot bosses, so you have to find ways to survive content. And so I tend to like ascendancies that can survive content while also enabling builds.
No match for me.
And that's what Warrior does. When you play that way, right? If you play Warrior and you're only building into attack stuff, then you're not going to do great, but that's what, like, a lot of, like, if those people that play Warrior that way, they're probably playing Titan, and they're just, like, you know, trying to one-shot bosses. But Smith and Warbringer, man, they are nuts. I keep forgetting to use Plague Bearer. Plague Bearer is just so good. Like, it's just it's the perfect filler DPS when stuff is like less than half life. Like, I need to be using it on rares more instead of Sunder. Like, Sunder I use to kill full life or tanky rares and bosses, but for mapping, like right now this is all Wind Dancer. I'll let you know when I cast. I'm gonna cast it now. See, like, it bodied those rares. And it's, like, a lot faster than Sunder. You still need Sunder for bossing and, like, the high-level rares. Like, you have to over-invest in the Plague Nova to make it do, like, Simulacrum 4, right? Not Simulacrum 4, Jet 4. And maybe that would work on Titan, but not on Warbringer. See right there, I finished him off with Plague Bearer instead of doing a Sunder. I gotta get in the habit of doing that more. Like right there, that was finishing him off with Plague Bearer. See, that guy didn't die to Plague Bearer, so I Sunder him. Oh, he was proxy, that's why. I love these dense maps. Good chunks of experience. Yeah, if the game was to restart with like 0.2 Fresh Start League right now, I would heavily be considering Smith. Obviously, next patch, 0.3, if it has Druid, I'm playing Druid or whatever, to do a Thorns Druid. But if it was everything as is right now, I would do my Wind Dancer Smith build. Or a Thorns Smith build. It'd be a Smith one of those two. Yeah, I thought that's been me the last several days, but like I've been wanting to stream, and I didn't want to level a new character right now. I just kind of wanted to grind on this guy, so yeah, I just found some new citadels, but whatever. Whatever. Where's this boss at? Up? Yeah, you see, the damage is just not as good as my my Titan or my Smith, but obviously he's just like he can't die. Still good damage, like 3-shotting a boss of this level is still good, but I love my Titan version, and my Titan version is going to get better. I don't know if I'm going to do a build guide for the Warbringer first and then go update my Titan, or just go update my Titan now and then, like, maybe do a Warbringer update after. I haven't figured out what order I'm doing it in. God, I got to clean my stashes out. Oh, fuck. Or I just buy more, quad tabs and start filling those new ones out. I think that's the way to handle it. Just procrastinate cleaning my tabs more. Doors are so much fun. I like it. Do you have a current PoE Ninja list? For this character, I can try and find it. PoE Ninja. What's this character's even name? Maybe I'll just go update the Titan, and instead of doing a guide for the Warbringer, I'll link the Warbringer's PoE Ninja. Here you go. There's my Warbringer's PoE Ninja. Okay. Yeah, we got those two. I mean, I'm really hyped for the new gear, man. I can't wait to see what's coming. I know it's Copium thinking Thorn stuff is coming, but Copium, I think Thorn stuff is coming. I don't know what to do. I kind of want to go do an ultimatum, but maybe we'll keep mapping. Yeah, all of these are just like dumb maps. I'm sad the Savannah and Slick didn't end up. Evasive. What's up, Zero?
They are watching you from beyond this world.
Oh, another reason. I forgot to mention this. Another reason why I stopped the Freeze Warbringer. Herald of Ice was okay. Again, the main reason I swapped off of it was because of the int requirement. It was too hard to stat stack on Warbringer. But the main reason I swapped off Herald of Ice was it requires corpses, and Simulacrum and Delirium don't give corpses. So as long as Herald of Ice functions that way, like, you just straight up can't do a section of the game, which that's fine. I don't care if a build has to do Simulacrum, but like, it was just super annoying all the moments where it was like, I was forcing Herald of Ice to force Herald of Ice, and it didn't feel good. It felt okay, but like, it didn't feel good to force it when it didn't need to be forced. How do I scale life so much? It's the chest piece I'm using. Couture of the Crimson Gilded Vestments. It lets me overleech. So it just lets you, if you're leeching, you can double your life pool. Kind of like how Blood Mage works, or Grim Feast used to work. Right, I gotta remember to use Plague Bearer more. Oh, I stood in purple seeds there, and I survived. That's how tanky this guy is. Warbringer for the win. Can you see what's going on? I can't, but it doesn't matter. Because I'm a Warbringer with 5,400 life and 88% block chance. And anytime they hit me, they die, because reflect builds. What's happening? Who knows? I can't tell. But here we are. Who needs vision when GGG has all the vision we need? Do you use the same armor as Titan? Nope. I'm using Couture of Crimson Gilded Vestments. I'm going to be swapping my Titan to this probably, but... yeah, I'll be swapping my Titan to this style more than likely. My Titan's probably going to be swapping to Sunder. Like everything this guy's using, my Titan's swapping to. My Titan's just probably going to be maybe better. He wouldn't be using Fallen. He might be still dual-wielding two-handers. He might be using a shield. He might go to shield charge. I don't know yet. Well, it's not just the melee levels that matter. It's also the weapon damage. Make sure you have good weapon damage. And not weapon DPS, weapon damage. If your maces have attack speed doesn't make Wind Dancer do more damage. Attack speed's like useless for this build. So, like if you're sorting by DPS and you see it's got a high DPS but with attack speed, like that's baiting you. But yeah, weapon damage matters a lot. Because I'm only using a single +6, right? I'm not dual wielding. I'm only using a single +6. My gem level is only 30 right now. But I'm doing red maps just fine. Evasive, rip. Very good build. In my opinion. Super tank. So I want to do this crypt, but I want to cleanse it first. I think the cleanse area is someplace over here. So let's just go do that cleanse area. Almost level 90. It's awesome. Warbringer's definitely good. If I hadn't played Smith or Titan versions, I would be like super gassed about Warbringer right now. Not that Warbringer's bad. It's just the single target is slightly worse. But for mapping, like I feel like for mapping it's almost better just because like you're full brain off, man. Like I eat Chaos Seeds just fine. Too far, can't go back. No problem, Zero. Good luck, bro. If you can't fix it on your own, don't worry. I'm probably updating the Titan in a day or two, so... I would, at minimum, buy this chest piece with 3 sockets. The last time I updated a build with a new unique, that unique went from 1 Exalt to 15 Divines. I don't know if this build's gonna do that, or this item's gonna do that, but, yeah, I would buy it now just in case. The item seems pretty nuts to me. Oh, it's over there? Okay. Yeah, maybe what I'll do is I'll post... I don't know what I'll do. I don't feel like I want to do a full another build guide video specifically for the Warbringer, but maybe I do. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just going to do a Titan update, though. Because part of me just wants to go back to playing the Titan with this style. Barely missed it over here. I love when I do that. Okay. Nice. I love grand project farming, man. Just being able to tower hop the tower hop is just so nice. Like it, as in, like it does what your blood mage does. It doubles your life. That kind of overleech. Let's see if I can survive one shots from the hidden Grotto boss.
They've come to you to die. You are their mercy.
As you can see, I've doubled my life over here in the bottom left.
Feel my wrath.
Uh-oh. First death, there we go. Stuns will do that to you. Well, we failed the corruption, but that's fine. Doesn't mean we still can't do these areas. There was a lot of mobs hitting me there, that was funny.
Time is of the essence.
I should get in the habit of crafting a bunch of maps before stream, so I know what I'm about to do. Or just like sitting down and crafting a bunch of maps before I get diving in. Okay.
Okay, you're looking a little Exile.
What happened to the cold version? It was okay, just... It wasn't worth doing. Herald of Ice doesn't work in, things like Delirium and stuff, so it was just like... It was less appealing for me to, like, show off right now. It wasn't bad, it would work, but you just, like, straight up couldn't do... Like, in Delirium maps, it was fine, but in Simulacrum, it was unplayable. And for Simulacrum, I was just forced to go back to, the poison style. Holy lag, Batman. Would you stop teleporting as I'm about to slap you? Thanks. No, I haven't tried it with the overkill boots. I don't like the overkill boots. I think they're boring. Not a fan of trample toe. Hey later, Evilster. Have a good one, bro. It's gonna be a shorter stream anyway. I'm probably streaming later tonight or in the morning because of the patch. I just wanted to just mess around a bit with the Warbringer. Should be a boss up. Oh, I have not tested if they work with the effect. I assume they would work with the effect. Oh yeah, it's definitely weaker than before. But it is like way tankier. 88% block, can block ground effect stuff. If I had Chernobog with a high block chance, this would be as good as the other ones. But I don't have Chernobog. I'm using Svalin right now for lucky block. But if I was using Chernobog, I imagine this would be better. When build come on, I mean, I've leveled with this build, so from level 10, level 8, I don't know. Do you have a community guild? No, not yet. I don't know if I'll do one or not. I probably will at some point, but the guild I'm in is just like my IRL friend group's guild that they had. Oh yeah, I'm not sure. I know some of them. I know Tri already has a guild, right? So like I know some of them already do guilds, and a lot of creators use guilds as like ways to help like do content and stuff. So if I ever needed like a group of Thorns boys, you know. But yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'd be down for it if they had a lot of people interested, but I know that at least a few of them probably already have their own community guilds. Will you play PoE 1? Yeah, probably. I don't enchant my maps? No, I don't care. I'm not here farming right now. We're at month 2, dog. I'm not min-maxing this season anymore. Are you kidding me? I'm just here having fun on my Warbringer. Oh, nice. Level 90. Yeah, I'd be down, Blaze, for sure. Yeah, my tree's weird because I'm trying to maximize Fallen and stuff. This is also my first time playing with Fallen. I'll go back for a ring. I would have left the Exalted Orb, though. Exalted Orb. Whoa. Fireworks. Okay, let's see. Ooh, a Divine Orb. Yay. Currency. Move. I always forget to update my my Nightbot before every stream. That thing said my ritualist for like a month now. Alright. We'll go to an ultimatum. Yeah. No, like, the audio in this game is great, that's for sure. That's for sure.
How far can you go, I wonder? True selection breeds the mightiest foes. Are you ready, challenger?
I like ultimatum on this build, even with the low chaos res. You're just so damn tanky. Do you think the Warbringer version is worth making a build over, or should I just go update the Titan version with everything I learned?
Just because you beat coagulated masses before you.
I just think, like, with how I'm barely pulling it off, maybe I should try making it worth without the giant two-hander. Like, maybe I try and make the build work without Giant's Blood. Because, like, I'm just spread so thin right now because I've had to stack so much strength that my single target is neutered, but maybe if I just ditch Giant's Blood on the Warbringer.
Don't die.
But I don't know if the build would even be good then, so it'd be like a gamble. Hey, what's up, Okamuru? How you doing, man? Come closer. You're out of range of my Wind Dancer. Just a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. There you go. Ah, he's got the poison on him. We're good. Oh, yeah. Now these two, though. They're too far. Guys, these mobs are making me work too hard. They just need to get closer to me, you know? This is peak gameplay, boys. Easiest 90 seconds of my life. Which class do I feel is better for Reflection? I mean, that just depends on how you play the game. Either Smith of Katava or Titan. And it depends on which version of Reflect. Well, that's why you don't use Wind Dancer for bossing. You have to use Sunder for bossing, like I am. I mean, that's the downside with stat stacking builds, Kamaru. They're expensive, especially when a build like this gets popularized. Like, everyone's targeting those stats on those items. Like, it's an unfortunate downside of the build. It is a stat stacker. You can try a version without Giant's Blood using one-handed maces. Just get a high DPS one-handed mace with +5 to melee skills. Try that out instead. But yeah, that's just the case with stat stack builds, unfortunately. It was cheaper like when I started the build, but in general, stat stack builds tend to be expensive in general. In 0.3, they're making it easier to stat stack. Right now, the hardest part is the gem requirement, but even when they remove the gem requirement, yeah, Giant's Blood requires 500 plus strength, depending on your two-hander, so... I mean, a perfect Jeweler's Orb only sells for 40 exalts. You could try and flip that for better gear, but good stat stacking gear is like divines per piece. You could try, but like the 5 link inside Wind Dancer isn't as important as good gear. So I would, yeah, if you're trying to make it work, yeah, sell it, but. Yeah, there's an unfortunate downside of stat stacking right now is it'd be expensive.
Don't give up so early. Life descends.
could forge something truly exceptional.
Yeah, I mean, try selling that and see if you can get one big piece for 40 Exile. Sometimes you can find some gems for cheap, you know?
If you're a drown in a sanguine flood. Kill them all.
Fine. I'll kill them all. Actually, they'll kill themselves. Yeah, it is fun. You know, those are the things you want to overcome, right? Because when you overcome them, that's what's satisfying about build making, so. Nope, I'm gonna keep using Fallen just like I am.
What? Expecting prey?
On the Warbringer, at least. I don't know what I'll do on the Titan when I swap back to the Titan, but no, I'm just gonna keep doing my current setup. If I min-max this build for endgame, I'll add the crit nodes, but I don't know how many more days I'm playing the Warbringer specifically. What I'll do is I'm probably going to update the Titan. Fix the Titan around this Overleech setup. And then I'll ask in that video, if like hit 400 likes, and I'll do a Warbringer version. But yeah, it's not that I'm iffy on the build. Oh, I'm already carrying a soul card. Damn it. It's not that I'm iffy on the build. It's just that the other two are better, so it just feels awkward. And better's a subjective term. This is incredibly tanky. I mean, there's no wrong way to play Wind Dancer, man. You play it with whatever skill you want to.
I think you'll like this next one.
I made it work with auto attack, shield charge, and sunder, and I've seen people do other skills too, so. Make it work the way you want to, man. I don't like Perfect Strike, but Perfect Strike might work for you. Get down from there. It was okay. The problem with Herald of Ice with Warbringer was two things. One, it required such a high amount of intellect. Stat stacking on a Warbringer is a pain in the ass, especially when I'm using Fallen. So I'm just super starved on stats. So getting the int for a high level Herald of Ice was hard to keep up with. And then two, Herald of Ice requires corpses. So it just didn't work in Simulacrum. And it kind of worked in Delirium maps. It wasn't awful in Delirium maps, but since it's supposed to be a large portion of our clear, any simulacrum or delirium stuff, it just fell flat. So it wasn't bad. It worked. It worked great. But when you're stat stacking, you need both of your rings for stats. Look how much strength and dex I'm getting from my ring. So using the Pulsircom freeze ring, it's already hard for stat stacking builds. And then, yeah, it came with the downside of not working in Simulacrum. So it was good. It worked. It just wasn't as good as the poison style. Not even close, because it like of all the downsides. Nice. I look forward to a day where I grind hardcore solo self-found like that. Maybe whenever I come back from PoE 1, depending on how long I play that, I return to a solo self-found Wind Dancer run. I bet I could do this build solo self-found on the Smith of Catawba. Maybe that's what I do if I don't enjoy PoE 1. I come back and do a hardcore solo, maybe not hardcore, but maybe a solo self-found attempt on a Wind Dancer.
I need more time.
I really want a Chernobog. That's what I want the most, is just a Chernobog. If I had a Chernobog, all of my dreams would come true.
A challenger worthy of praise.
Yeah, if you're on a budget, that might need to be what you need to do. But if you're also on a budget, maybe you need to swap to Smith of Catawba. Maybe Smith solves all your problems.
The rituals require blood.
It's a league starter for you? Gotcha, yeah. I mean, it's definitely an interesting league starter. I think you can league starter it. It's just you're league starting, like, in a season that's already got an insane amount of inflation. You know? The price of cheap stuff is expensive at this point. But yeah. I definitely think it would be a good league start build. Like, depending on the state of Thorns, I wrote a Thorns... I've written like 3 scripts today. It was a lot. I don't know why. But my Thorns feedback video, like, depending on if the changes I want for that go through in 0.3 or not, like, I could very likely league start a Wind Dancer build. Wind Dancer is great. I love it. That's awesome, Murrow. Well, keep grinding, man. And worst case, 0.3. I'm sure the build will be solid then, too. You wait for me to update the Titan grind? Gotcha. Yeah, I'm definitely updating the Titan with this chest piece. Like, this chest piece is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Expect the next round to be that easy.
I don't think any reflect nerfs are coming.
Straight to the heart of the matter.
I don't think so. I do not have an Atlas guide recommendation for it. I feel very newbie in that aspect of the game, Kane. I do not feel confident recommending that to people. I just copy what other, like, farming creators do. So I just do what they say. I don't feel confident. It's the only the reason that's the only reason. It's not that I don't want to tell you. It's that, like, I don't trust myself. I just ate that whole attack. I was tempted to tank the big tornado to see if I could. wonder if I can. Is this dumb? Oh, you can't. You can't. You can't. You can't. You cannot tank the big tornado. You do not block it. Yeah, no problem, Kane. I'm glad you like the build, though, bro. It's one of my favorite builds, too. It's one of my favorite builds, too. But yeah, I don't think this build's getting nerfs in 0.3. Like, it's not like reflect builds are, like, overpowered, right? They take a lot of recurrency to get online, and they only feel like, Wind Dancer only feels popular right now because the league's kind of dead, right? Like, we're just kind of in a lull period. I gotta clean up my tabs. Soon. Probably not. Okay. I like Ultimatum. It was a much better currency farm in patch 1, but now it's like... It's not bad, but... It's not great. Let's do another map for now. Nice. Yeah, I'm loving Wind Dancer. I legit, like, even if Thorns get buffed, if, like, Wind Dancer goes untouched, right, and it goes into patch 0.3 like it is now, I am very tempted to league start Wind Dancer on, a Druid. Yeah, in 0.1, Ultimatum was my go-to currency farm. It was just, like, the most consistent, but now it's just, like, everything else has been... Ultimatum was never bad. Everything else was kind of bad, right? So it all just got buffed up, and now Ultimatum just... It got, like, the buff to where you can sometimes see Divines from it, but it still needs more love. There's just so many good socketables right now that the Soul Cores aren't valuable enough. We need, like, the base Soul Cores to have more value. And we need running Trial Master himself to have more value. Because right now, only one of the end tokens sells well. Yeah, I loved Ultimatum in 0.1. It was super consistent. Oh yeah, the rarity Soul Core was Juice. Tibica or whatever. Yeah, you just need to increase the chance of getting Divines or something in Ultimatum, but... Does shield charge proc Wind Dancer? Yeah. I mean, you can proc Wind Dancer while you're shield charging. Unless you meant Magma Barrier. And then Off Dancer would also be yes. But they over-nerfed Magma Barrier. It sucks now. Damn you evasive mobs. Damn you evasive mobs. That's not the build I'm playing right now, Yellow. There's the PoE Ninja for the build I'm playing. You're the first person that I've heard say Magma Barrier is sick this patch. But I come from it doing 45 million damage in the last patch, so my perspective's a little different. But I also did like 8 Magma Barrier builds in 0.1, so I'm just kind of Magma Barriered out. Magma Barrier is like the focus requiring reflect build too. Less brain off. A lot of the cast on techs don't work with thorns. I haven't tested what you are specifically asking about, but yeah. Oh, I always do this. I always forget there's a delirium and then just like clear the map and then there's a delirium sitting there. Maybe we'll do a silly map. And if I die, I die. Oops. Oh, that's temporal chains, though. We ain't doing temp chains. Yeah, I heard Concoction's just, like, in the dumpster right now. Crit stuff could kill me. Okay, do we delirious it more? We can't. Okay, I didn't know if you could. What happens if we Val that? Okay, this looks like a scary map. Let's send it in. Do we do it in a corrupted spot? Maybe a corrupted Steaming Springs and get our ass kicked there? Sure. Let's see how this map goes. No, I'm not using cast on block. Just using Fallen for the lucky block right now. Hey, what's up, Barry? How you doing? Oh, this lag. Holy moly. Holy moly. Chaos Seeds. Chaos Seeds. Ooh, we survived that somehow. Am I an Arab? Nope. What a really weird message to drop as your first message in the stream. Not even a hi, how you're doing. Just a, are you an Arab? Do you ever walk up to people on the street and say something like that? Are you an Arab as your first introduction words? Sounds silly to me, right? Delirium maps get lag. It's okay. I got 5,000 life and 88% block chance. We're good. I can survive the lag, it would seem. Oh look, another breach. Holy moly. I think totem builds are viable. Yeah, people use totem builds. Pretty sure I've seen some Wind Dancer builds using totem builds. I do have legs. I do indeed have legs. I have feet too, but I don't show those for free. Also, what's up, JT? Hi, dead here? Nope. Felt like we were stuck there for a second, but... Ooh, this is a map. We tried doing a juice map. We had a high delirium roll, 6 mod, on a corrupted spot. We'll do the boss after we get the last of the rares. I mean, it depends on your budget. If you're like on a cheap budget, you're not going to want to use Fallen. You're going to want to use a shield with like good stats on it. But I'm using Fallen because I'm doing a cheese Warbringer style.
Fortune favors me.
How do we have 1k, 5k of life? Is that the Overleech? Yeah, it's from the chess piece I'm using. Culture of Crimson. This is the true Gig of Pat Chad Warrior build. Yep. No, this build's dope. I love it. Alright, Delirium boss. I could die here. Oh! She's OP. She was attacking me before I even started. Oh, I'm unkillable. Holy shit. I might not do the most damage on the Warbringer. Can I tank this? Oh, I can. Yeah, Warbringer, duh. No! Those lightning shocks blasted my butthole open, but they weren't enough to kill me. So like even standing and hard hitting like delirium spray attacks can't get me on the Warbringer. If I was doing like a weapon swap setup with like any type of good weapon swap setup, like the DPS would be way better for the Warbringer, but not bad with the setup I have. Yeah, I would love Chernobog. If I had Chernobog, I would be playing this very differently, and it would probably make up for all the damage I'm lacking in the Warbringer version. But you'd have to have a high block chance. No, actually, you wouldn't need a high block chance version with Chernobog because I'm Warbringer. Let me see how much a Chernobog is right now. How much currency do I have? 23 divines. I think Chernobogs are like 30 divines for the cheapest ones right now. Let me see. Chernobog. 30 divine for the cheapest Chernobog right now. Yeah. So, I can't even afford the cheapest Chernobog. But even a cheap Chernobog would be fine with Warbringer. So, if I had a Chernobog, it would make this build a lot better. Oh yeah, ready to see a proper boss battle? Yeah, no, it's not a one-shot build. Where either I'm getting one shot or they're getting one shot, you know? So, on the Titan and the Smith of Katava, I found it very easy to stat stack. On the Warbringer specifically, it is difficult to stat stack. Just because like you're playing with a lot more specific uniques and stuff. But on, and you probably don't even have to force the two-hander. Like, I am confident this can be a solo self-found build, Slooty. I'm confident it would be a solo self-found build. It might take a little bit longer to come online than, like, the easiest to go solo self-bound build. But if you're, like, wanted to do this in solo self-found, I promise you I think you could. Whenever I come back from patch 3.26 and PoE 1, I'm probably going to be trying a solo self-found attempt on the build. Yes, after doing all those irradiated and corrupted and juice maps, this newbie map feels free. Oh yeah, I love Rabbit's version. Yeah, I've worked in Plague Nova onto the Warbringer, but I don't think I need it on the other versions that I play. But he's like trying to do like an AFK version, which I thought was super awesome. Go! Continue spreading! Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, I don't blame you for wanting time of need. Like, Plague Nova is definitely not needed. Alright. So, first Citadel's there. God, I gotta fix my tabs. It's just so late into the season. Normally I don't play a season this long, so I'm not usually inventory managing. But yeah, I'm excited to swap this style over to the Titan, because I think the Titan's going to excel. Oh, you know, yeah, it's cool. Like, normally, even with, like, PoE 1 or other ARPGs, like, I'm usually a one-character Andy. I play for 1 to 2 weeks tops, and then I am done for the season. Like, PoE 2, like, both leagues have held my attention like no ARPG has done yet. And, like, this league in particular, like, I'm having a lot of fun. Like, I'm kind of sad 3.26 is coming out because... Ooh, am I dead? I'm, like, perma-stun lock here. Yep, I died. I don't know if I was perma-stun locked or I was rolling into something, but I couldn't move. I didn't even check what the modifiers were on the map. I just shoved one in there. I got too cocky with the defensives. You might have had a big stun build-up roll on it. Luckily, you can rerun the tower. I haven't made a guide for the Warbringer yet. I don't know if I'm doing a guide for it, Charles. I have guides for the Smith and the Titan, but the Warbringer, I don't know if I'm doing a guide for it yet. But there's not one right now. Yeah, it looked like I was done on my screen, but I could have been rolling into something. I was looking at chat for the first part of it, so... Or I think I was, I don't know. This build just lacks damage, unlike the Titan and Smith. I'm so excited to try Overleech on the Smith, or the Titan, though. Like, my Titan's gonna have, like, 7,000 life. Yeah, I was sleeping on Sunder as a skill too, man. I was definitely sleeping on Sunder. Like, you know, whenever I look at an ability, like, to me, like, my initial thought process is, like, I don't like multi-ability setups. When I look at an ability, I want to use that, use that ability as the core of my build sometimes, right? And Sunder does not look like a skill you could use for mapping. It just seems like the worst mapping build, so it's just like, I'm never going to use that, right? But... once you get over that, like, hurdle of, like, okay, it's fine to have one ability that you use for bossing, and then you map with everything else, right? Like, and Sunder is set up in a way that, like, there's not much friction with using it. You just need an armor break, so... But here you go, Charles. That's the, PoE Ninja, at least, for the character. Untainted. Cool. A waste of one of these, but I don't care. Yeah, I don't min-max anymore at this point. I don't care. Not even for my citadels. Okay. Did we reveal a new citadel, perchance? Nope. Okay. How much block chance? I am at 88% right now. Yeah, this build's better than Thorns, like, as I think an all-rounder build. Like, Thorns is just so unique heavy right now. It needs a lot of changing for it to be a more viable build. I mean, we could do one Citadel.
Nothing.
I have heard that these Atlas passives don't buff the Waystone drop chance, so they're pointless to have when you're doing Citadels. You are not, like, you do not benefit, like, for getting more fragments from any of this stuff here. So, like, you're like, if you're only after fragments, which if you're doing Citadels, you should only be after a fragment. You do not need any of your Atlas passives on. Alright, let's see if I have a good map I can use. Probably shouldn't do a 16. Should do a 15. Do I have... Minus 12% player res, extra chaos damage, too risky. Nice, a crown with 30 spirit, that's pretty damn good. Damage penetrating lightning res and reduced cover rate sucks. This one doesn't suck. Like, it's only 125%. I do like shitty Waystones because I'm dumb and bad. But maybe I do that one. It's only one attempt, though. Only one attempt sucks. How's this build going? It's okay. It's okay. I don't like Enfeeble when I'm having to kill the boss. Yeah, I just don't have good maps right now. I don't mind this one, but I can't Delirium it, but that's fine. Do we do that one or this one? We do this one because it's got multiple attempts, just in case I die. Okay, Citadel on stream. Only 125% Waystone rate. I don't think I had it juiced with towers and stuff, so it's probably only 125%. Let's see if this build can handle a Jamin Ra. I assume it can handle Jamin Ra. There's no way he's one-shotting me. Yeah, the charge up just looks super unappealing, but when you're one-shotting bosses, who cares about the wind-up, right? You know? Yeah, Sunder ended up being way cooler. Like, Sunder's like a skill I see me revisiting in the future. Like, I'm not going to be afraid to reuse it. Like, as long as I'm only using it as a bossing tool. Do I ever use Life Flask with this build? I don't think about Life Flask ever with any of my builds. I've been playing with Leech and Recoup for so long now that I literally never touch my Life Flask. Only in, like, super panic moments, but it's usually if I die, it's because of one-shot, not because I wasn't pressing Flask. Alright, here we go, YOLO. Let's see how this goes. Oh, yeah. He's fine. What are you doing? Sons, bend to my will. Impede my enemies. Yay! 2 fragments! The dream! It's not 3 fragments, but it's 2 of them! Ah, yes. The currency we need.
How can I help?
Those fragments are going for 710 exalts each. Yask, please. Sheesh. Sheesh. Oh. Exalt inflation is at a high right now. That's only 1.4 divs per. It's okay, I'll take exalts for now because tomorrow morning, like every morning, you can exchange exalts for divines at a super good rate, so. Boom! Give me them exalts. Did you know you could do that, by the way? I just learned about this. Before, I was always getting my currency out of this by doing it this way. But if you control right click, you just like get all of it. I didn't know that. And you can do the same for putting it in your stash. You control right click and it puts all of that type in there. My YouTube stream seems to be unlisted. I don't know. Some people found the stream. There's 40 people watching it on YouTube. It says public on the listings. Ah. Not sure. But yeah, that's why I multi-stream. Sometimes stuff bugs out. You can find me on either website. Okay. Well, that Citadel's done. This will be a fun map. I doubt I have anything they want. All my gear sucks. Ooh, that lag. Woo. Woo. Check chat. I must have missed it. In-game chat. Oh, that item? I didn't see that. I'll check after this map. I usually put D&D on when I'm streaming, so I didn't even notice it. Good looking out. I thought you were saying someone in my YouTube chat was trying to buy something from me. Like, huh? Let me see what he wanted. Oh, my ring for 15 divines. Nice. I'll sell that. Let's see if he still wants it. Yeah, I'll take 15 divines. That means I'll get a Chernobog. It's a good ring, too. Look at that. A pretty good ring, right? Give me that. Mmm. Mmm. We can now afford a Chernobog. So maybe when I do my Titan update tomorrow, not tomorrow, whenever I do it. It's funny how I don't even care about breach splinters anymore. That's where I'm at in this league, where like, I don't care. I'm just playing this game for the playing of it. which is dumb because all currency matters, but sometimes my ADHD wins out. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna do a two-handed sword, or two-handed, mace with a Chernobog on the Titan. It's gonna be nasty. With this Overleech shit, like, holy crap. My Titan's about to pop off.
I need more time.
I left all these rares alive, lol. I need to kill them on this map too. This is that, corrupted map. Right now I'm just trying to get as many mobs as possible for the Delirium. I'll go back for them. We keep going ahead. Oh, this guy's like buying all of my old, gear that I've replaced. He just bought my old ring for 15 divine, and he's buying my old gloves for 10 divine. Hey, he's still in my hideout. Lol. Those are good gloves. Fuck, I don't know if I want to sell those to him, because I still might want to use those on my Titan. Oh, mine are better. I bought new ones that are better, I think. I don't know if they're better. Whatever. I want the currency. Made more currency this stream than I have all league. Selling old gear. My hand-me-downs. Whatever. Whatever. This is not 10 divines, but whatever. Whatever. That's a fucking big dick move. I'm not gonna lie. Because that's like 600 exalts short, but whatever, man. Just take it. This late into the league, I don't care, but that's a big dick move. That is a big dick move to like, I don't have 10 divine, but here's 9 divine, a handful of exalts, and a regal orb. Like, what? What a legend, dude. I wish I had that kind of swagger. Like, you know that guy goes to the grocery store and he's like haggling for his milk.
A rarity.
I just got like 24 divides from him, so I'm not complaining, but it's just funny. No, he may, yeah, like, I assume he gave everything he had left, so, and like, yeah. I don't get too picky over that stuff. I assume he's not like a scalper, right? When I see a play like that, I assume he's someone who's trying to make a build work, so. Yeah, he crushes piggy bank, exactly. Like, he was desperate for this gear, so, like, whatever, man. Just give it to him. Oh, that's so funny. I really hope they don't postpone it till next week. I've been told it's coming out today. That, like, PoE 2DB has a countdown timer on their website. I don't know if that means anything. I hope it's not delayed till next week, though. There's no way it gets delayed till next week. Wait. GGG said in their interview they're no longer delaying patches, and if they delay it till next week, isn't next week when PoE 3.26 drops? There's no way they're dropping the PoE 2 patch next week. No way. It has to be this week. Has to. Oh, I didn't finish the map? Yeah, in that interview that Jonathan did with Try, he said that all of the people who do balance design specifically are working on PoE 1 right now. So, like, in that terms of a sense, they are definitely all hands on deck for PoE 1. Like, their best developers are on PoE 1's league until it ships. So... Oh, I left that boss up in the middle. That's what happened. What does Chernobog do again? It gives you increased damage per block chance you have. So you stack block chance. It's like Ming's Heart, but does fire damage. And it scales off a block chance. So it's like, it can be really good if you have a high block chance. So 75 to 80% block chance. It's like the best shield in the game, arguably. PoE 2 DB website is offline. Interesting. It maybe something is wrong. That happens, man. If you have to delay a minor patch, I get it. Like, I wouldn't blame them if they delayed the minor patch. Because, like, PoE 2 is their... Or PoE 1 is on their brains right now, right? Like, they are more focused on that than anything. So, I get it. If it got delayed, I get it. That would suck. But, let's see how many pack size maps I have. I like doing pack size on Slick because it's such a dense map. What's Carnage Heart Amulet do? I've never heard of it. Crazy that there's still so many items I haven't heard of. We'll do that map. "100% life leech." I don't know. Not with the Warbringer version. Maybe with the Titan version. The problem is, like, with the stat stacking they're doing, like, every single item that's a legendary is not a rare item that's stat stacking. So, it depends on how many attributes it gave. It also, amulets don't have melee levels, so it depends on the build. Wind Dancer scales off of melee levels, so I would have to test it to know if it's worth. In a variation of the build, I could see it working and being very good, but is it needed? I don't know. Because it won't, the 100% life leech won't increase your cap, right? So if you're doing a build that's like, most of the time I'm sitting at the max cap, right? So like I'm not benefiting from that 100% increased leech rate most of the time. So I would say it would probably not be worth it. Could you use it? Yes. But you're probably better off using like the Anvil as an example. The Anvil gives you higher block chance. Or a rare amulet with +3 melee skills. I don't know though. I haven't played with it. Yeah, I would assume +3 melee skills would be better. And then, yes, anything that gives at least +30 spirit is another spirit gem, which an additional spirit gem is always huge. Hey, welcome back, JT. Let me go up. Yeah, JT, I'm probably doing a Titan Wind Dancer update before I make even consider making a build guide for the Warbringer. Like, probably after stream tonight, and like tomorrow I'll be playing the Titan to min-max him around the new Crimson chest. And then there'll be a build guide update for the Titan. But yeah, like, I was really, like, into the idea of the Warbringer until I ran into this chess piece, and then now I'm like, oh, this chess is awesome, and it's great on the Warbringer, but now I want to go use it on my Titan. So it's just like, anytime I have that thing that's like, I want to go do this on X, that means, like, I have to stop playing what I'm currently doing. Like, I've just lost the drive for it. And, like, slowly over time, it'll just be inevitable I have to move on. But yeah, I want to go build this on the Titan, bad. Yep, I'll have Chernobog too, clearly. So we'll have Chernobog for that Titan update. It's going to be a beast of a build. They'll probably be swapping to Sunder too. Let me be right back real quick. So that's the problem that, like, okay, let me rephrase that. It's not the problem I have, but that's the problem that Reflect builds have, is people assume that it's like, when you hear Reflect style, you think you have to take damage to deal damage, but what people don't realize is, unless you're playing, like, the Spark builds that are clearing screens 8 screens away, like the super Giga Safe evasion builds, you are always getting hit in ARPGs. Like, you're never not getting hit. Like, especially in melee builds, you're designing your build to survive getting hit, right? But you're never thinking about getting hit because it just kind of happens, right? Especially with this many mobs. It's unavoidable, right? But Reflect styles are, like, they are to an extent, right? Like, you have to take damage to deal damage, but it's a little bit more than that. It's, because most of the time, I'm not thinking about taking damage to deal damage. It's just happening, right? It's a lot more, like, chill than you would expect it to be. It's a very fun playstyle. And that's why I'm spamming it so much. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. And you have a good rest of your day. And on your grind. Faux show. And Reflect builds are just going to get better in time. With better buffs to Thorns, Arctic Armor's going to get better. We have 4 Reflect styles. Arctic Armor, Thorns, Wind Dancer, and Magma Barrier. And who knows if we get another one. Like, we don't have a Lightning Reflect right now. Like, there could be, like, a Shock Barrier or, like, a Thunder Shield or something, right? Like, and then with Ascendancies like Smith of Katava, it makes them more solo, self-found, and hardcore friendly to pull off. So, yeah. I think Reflect builds as a long-term are going to be not just a viable and fun playstyle, but a popular one. Like, I won't be the only creator. Like, I'm not the only creator making them now, obviously, but there will be a lot of creators who are known for Reflect styles at some point. I'm glad, Sluta, yeah. I would not have thought I would be enjoying reflect builds as much as I am right now, so that's fun to me. I just hate hitting Grotto. Here, we'll do this Oasis. See how that one goes. Hey, Rusty. It's going good, man. Just doing a chill short stream. Showing off the Warbringer. Yeah, Dead Rabbit's build was cool. The AFK Plague Finger style. I'm not the biggest fan of Plague Finger. I'm using it in this version. It's okay. It's just, I'm not a fan of the single target. Ooh. Taking a lot of damage on this map. Ooh, I'm gonna die on this map. There we go. Well. That map had, I saw what happened there at the end. That map had a, 90, it was like a 90-something% chance reduced life recovery rate. I get really bad at noticing the modifiers on my Waystone sometimes. And, yeah, that was a life recovery rate, so I wasn't leeching. I was wondering why I was getting my ass kicked. I had negative leech. That'll happen. Gotta watch your Waystones. Autopilot mode. Let's do the Steaming Spring. Titan's definitely better. Like, maybe you can min-max Warbringer to be better single target with a Chernobog, but I imagine you copy-paste this style over to Titan, and, like, you have to make some modifications, right? But I imagine Titan's just better. Warbringer's cool, though. I'm loving the easy block. It's super brain off. It's just the damage isn't enough. But maybe Chernobog would solve that completely. Yeah, I was trying Painter's Gloves when I was doing the Freeze version. I leveled this Warbringer all the way to like 80 using Freeze and Herald of Ice instead of the Poison version. And that was fun. Yeah, I liked his build a lot. No, I talked to Dead Rabbit on Discord. He was PMing me when he first started leveling the build, and he was updating me as he was setting it up. It's a cool build. It's a really cool build. Obviously, you don't have those Atlas passes on. Yeah, I like Painters, though. I'm a big fan of Painters. Okay. Alright, I only had time for a short stream there. I just want to do a quick show-off of the build. Ooh, a ping in the Path of Exile Discord. Oh, it's PoE1 news. Quality of life. In addition to the quality of life changes, here are the quality of life we haven't revealed. Let me see what they revealed. Here, I'll show it on stream, because I'm sure some of you guys will want to see it. Let me set it up to where y'all can hear it. Alright, y'all should be able to hear that. Alright.
On Path of Exile. Here's another video showing quality of life improvements. Where not all changes are grand and worthy of their own video, that doesn't mean they're not useful.
What about
I figured we should rapid fire through a bunch of our quality of life honorary mentions, coming in Secrets of the Atlas. During breach encounters, all the splinters will be automatically collected and dropped at the end of the breach encounter. On gamepads, we have separated the targeting of monsters and non-monsters, so you are able to target them independently. This removes a bunch of frustration when you are trying to interact with objects in the world and monsters are nearby.
Controller support.
You
what
no
about
longer have to kill them
WASD?
all first. When using currency items, after right-clicking them, it will highlight all other items which that currency can be used on. When fighting pinnacle bosses, specifically boss fights that consist of only an arena with a boss in it, such as Maven or Elder, you can no longer gain experience, but more importantly, you cannot lose experience if you die to them. So you no longer have to reach your next level milestone before attempting to fight them.
Good changes. Such a PoE 1 PoE 2 quality of life.
Vendor windows will now remember your last search. This is remembered until you log out, and is remembered on a per NPC basis. The amount of characters you can type in the search field has also been increased.
Okay.
For those who are in large guilds, you can now hide offline members. Subsequent visits to the Rogue Harbour no longer require a rogue marker to be used. You can simply access it through the waypoint screen. Those who are...
Okay. I mean, I'm hyped to try it out. We'll see how it goes. I'm making no promises on how deep into the league I go. I'm going to do my best to clear deep, but if I, am not vibing with it, I'm not going to force myself to play it forever, right? Yeah, that's funny, Rusty. Do you think the patch will actually drop in 4 hours? I don't know. That's why this is a short stream. I got to go take care of some stuff, and then I got a WoW raid later. But if the patch is later tonight, I'm going to stream later tonight or in the morning or something. I hope it's later tonight, but... What you saying to Lacey, do you think this is the best? Is it? I'm currently using Smith, Titan, or Smith. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream there, guys. Let me find someone to host. Any of the homies streaming. Do I recognize any of these people? Oh, there's that Fartham guy. I met him recently. I'll host him. Sure. But yeah, I'll either be live later tonight, guys, or tomorrow. Oops. But I'm hyped for this new patch, man. I really hope it's today. If there is the patch, then I'll definitely be streaming, so. Okay. I'll probably be, I'll be live later tonight or tomorrow, so I'll see you guys then. You guys have a good night.